Hey everybody, welcome back to BAM Collectibles. Today we're going to be showcasing and unboxing, if you can't tell, one of my all-time favorite characters from Naruto, Gaara. This statue is made by Singularity Workshop, which is becoming one of my all-time favorite places to buy statues. They are on a roll with having already put up for pre-order Rock Lee, Madara, Naruto, Sasuke, and all the Hokages have been announced already. One of the things that I'm most excited about for this statue is the fact that it's from the original Naruto series. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Naruto Shippuden, but I love the original series. That's where I got hooked, that's what I grew up with, and that's where I fell in love with this great show. With everything out of this glorious white styrofoam, let's jump on into taking a close look at this statue. The bottom has some rubbery round pads with that black felt. One thing that I always enjoy about Gaara statues is the fact that it always features sand, and with sand comes some awesome texture on it. It actually does have a sandpaper feel to it. Now this statue doesn't come with a round base to keep it stabilized, so this rock does have some weight to it to be sure that he doesn't tip over when being showcased. This next piece was rather troublesome for anybody that purchased the statue. Everyone that I know that purchased this one had this piece right here break, unfortunately, upon arrival. What's nice, because of the texture of the sand, I was able to glue things back together, and from a distance you can't see it. You can only really see those cracks and broken pieces when I get up and close like this. On the inside here, you will see a notch with a steel rod poking out. That's what helps it attach to the side of the base. Overall, I love the sculpt and flow of this sand. It's a perfect accent piece that goes along with the base. My goodness, did Singularity Workshop do an incredible job with this head sculpt. Heck, not just the head sculpt, the whole thing is absolutely perfect. Let's dive right into some of these details. Here's the steel rod that holds and attaches the arm to the base. The way that Shukaku is forming around his body is just as disturbing as it was when watching it in the show. The way that they captured kind of that psychotic bloodlust face that Gaara has during this fight is just immaculate. His arm is missing because it was sculpted separately. We'll showcase that in just a moment. It's so good. I have two complaints about this statue, and here we'll showcase one. Overall, I'm just not a fan of the skin tone that they chose for Gaara. Now, one could argue, well, he has sand armor, so maybe that's why it looks so close, but I kind of wanted his skin tone, his natural skin tone, to stand out a little bit more than what it does on this statue. My second complaint would be that this base is made of a rock instead of kind of a tree forest like the scene from the show. His arm has a nice little magnet which helps it snap right into place. Now his tail is next level. It's so cool how it's just coming right out of the bottom of his gourd. I haven't really said it yet, but I really don't think I need to based on what you see before your eyes. The paint job on their statues are flawless. Look how clean, even just that little red wrapping around the gourd. The tail sculpt is surprisingly complex. The dark blue paint helps to bring out different details in the tail that's a staple for Shukaku. There's a hole at the top of the gourd which will allow for some sand particles to be flowing out of it, as you'll see in a moment. The sculpting on this piece just blows my mind. I know most of this stuff is sculpted in a 3D art program, but it's incredible how good of a job they did with making this look so real. It looks like Gaara kind of took control of the sand and began to whip it right out as if he's going to use it against an opponent. I did end up securing this piece with a little bit of extra blue tack, sticking it right on the end like a skewer, and it helps it stay in there with a little bit of extra security. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the Gaara collection together. It's always fun to bring everybody out together like this so you can see how they look. Gaara did come with an edition size coin. It has a nice silhouette portrait of his face. On the back of the coin, you have the studio's name and logo, Sabaku No Gaara, and then you have the edition size, which is he's 295 out of 299 made. So with all the fam together, I wanted to talk about each statue real quick. The statue on the left is made by Cloud Studios. I did an unboxing for this a few months ago, and I love how it came with two different forms where he could sit on the cloud, and you can also put him on top of here with a different change-out head. Kimimaro versus Gaara will always be one of my favorite fights. I'll never forget seeing Rock Lee on the ground so vulnerable, and I could not believe that the one that shattered his leg was the very one that came to save the day. Over on my right side is Gaara and Shukaku by LB Studios. I so badly wish that someone would make all the tailed beasts in this size. It's an interesting statue because Gaara really doesn't feel like the main focal point, but he is in there. I love the way that they have him surrounded by his sand. Shukaku's eyes do light up, but I do not have the batteries in there because I didn't want them to corrode over time. Let me know in the comments below which one of these three are your favorite version. That about wraps things up. Thank you everybody for your endless support for this channel. I wouldn't be here without you. As always, everybody, do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.